Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Melissa, and today we're going to be talking about a new product line being offered by Tarte called Rainforest of the Sea. Now this product line has about 20 products that include some skincare, some brushes, and some makeup. So Sephora is offering a 500-point perk, which gives you a nice sampling of some of their products. There are a couple of skincare and a lipstick and a mascara in there. But they also have, as an exclusive at Sephora, a new palette. And this is called, this is just called Rainforest of the Sea palette. So let's jump right in with the products that are offered in the 500-point perk. I believe it's still available. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed as I edit this and get it up on my channel that it's not already gone. So the first thing in there is a little skincare cleanser sample, and this is called the Deep Dive Cleansing Gel. And this is like a foaming cleanser. I would say it's probably better for someone who is combination to oily skin. I think it might be a little too drying for those folks that have really dry skin. It does have a little bit of fragrance, but not overpowering. You know how I feel about that. The next thing is this little 4-in-1 misting spray. It's called the Marine Boosting 4-in-1 Mist. And the four things are to prime, to set your makeup, and a hydrating mist, and a skin refresher. Well, I think hydrating mist and skin refresher are probably one and the same. They could have called it 3-in-1, but they're calling it 4-in-1. And this seems lovely. I used it to prime my skin before putting foundation on today. I also used it to set my makeup. And again, this also has a little bit of fragrance, but not overpowering. Like, I could handle this. Next up is a foundation. This foundation is called the Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. There are, looks like a total of 12 shades being offered, which gives you a pretty nice range. I'm not sure this will handle some of the deepest of deep skin tones, but they do have quite the range, and it also has an SPF 15 in it. I selected light neutral for me, and I think it's a pretty nice match for me. When I was applying this, I was surprised at the texture of this when I initially opened it up. It's very liquidy. However, I feel like the pigmentation is pretty good. So I think this went on really nice. I was surprised at how nice it went on. There was good pigmentation, good coverage, and I applied it with a beauty blender. Well, first I used a brush to distribute it on my skin, and then applied it with spread it out with a beauty blender, and I think I got a really nice coverage. I don't feel like it settled into my pores, and not too much into some of the fine lines on my face, but I think it did a pretty good job of covering. I have two rather lovely blemishes that are still healing. I have one up here that I'm calling Marilyn, and then one down here. And I think, while they're not totally disguised, I think it did a pretty good job of covering those for the most part. I would love that for work. It's not flawless, but you know, I don't need to be flawless for work. So I really like that, and I felt like the finish looked a little dewy, but then it did set down. I did set it with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores loose powder, and I did set it with this little setting spray. Then the last two items that were in that little kit were Mascara, the Lights Camera Lashes. This has a pretty big cult following. This is probably the first time I've really tried it, so I have no opinion on it. I think it went on nice, but I'm not sure it's going to knock my favorite mascara out of the running. But I'll use this. This is really quite lovely. And then the last item in that kit is a lipstick, and it's the Rainforest of the Sea Drench Lip Splash Lipstick. And this is a matte formula. It comes in 12 shades, and the shade that they put in the kit is Beach Bum. So I think this is really wearable. They describe it as like a dusty mauve. And I actually really quite like it. It is a very soft formula. It does not feel dry on my lips. It really went on beautifully smooth. I can't even really describe it. It's just really a soft formula and feels kind of hydrating. So let's get to the main event because I was super excited about this palette from Sephora. It's called the Rainforest of the Sea Eyeshadow Palette. It is exclusive to Sephora, and I decided to go ahead and order it when it became available online to VIB Rouge members because I wanted it. I was very excited about it. I love these little round palettes. I think the design on here is gorgeous. I do think this is like a plastic compact, but it's nice. I feel like it's pretty sturdy. So inside it has a nice big mirror, just like all their round palettes do, and it has 8 eyeshadows. It does not have any blush, highlight, or bronzer like some of the other round palettes have, and it is a little bit smaller, which I kind of like that. I like that I love these great big face palettes. This is probably my all-time favorite palette from Tarte, but I appreciate that this is a little bit smaller and will fit in a makeup bag beautifully. Tarte also did a beautiful job of putting the names inside the circle here, so all the colors are named and they're permanently affixed to the palette. I love that. What can I say about this palette? I can't remember the last time I opened a new palette and started using it and felt this excited. I think this is freaking awesome. The pigmentation is stunning. The formulas almost feel a little bit like a hybrid, almost like a little bit of like a gel or a silicone-y feel to them. There's no fallout, no dusting up when you put your brush in there. You don't get a lot of powder dust up. I think the formula on these is phenomenal, and I think the color range is awesome. You get a nice assortment of, lights to mediums, nice dark ones. This one I used along the outer corner of my eyes. It is super, super dark, really rich looking. I'm like, press pause, go online and order this. This is fabulous. I love it. I'm in love with this palette. So I'll include some clips of me applying the eyeshadow so you can see it in action. I really loved it. Oh, so I'm going to start with Sand. I think that's the color I want to put under my brow bone. Wow, these has such a beautiful texture. And then I'm going to use Mermaid in my crease, I think. And I think I'm going to take Seashore, this pinky color, and put that on my lid. Then I'm going to hit Starfish and go into my crease, deepen up my crease a little bit. Now I think I'm going to go into Abyss. This is like the darkest shade in the palette. And I'm going to target that on the outer corner. Just a little bit right here. Oh my goodness. All right, and to finish off this look, I think I'm going to go back into Starfish. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of mascara on. I'm going to go ahead and use this Lights Camera Lashes. I'm probably the last person on the planet. I've never tried this. I'm sure you all have seen this about 100 times. And then on my cheeks, I'm going to use this MAC Blush All Day. It's a beautiful, just a really pretty neutral. I think it'll go beautiful with this look. I was actually surprised they didn't have a blush to go with this palette, or at least I haven't seen one. It also comes with a little info card that has 2 different looks on it. I love when companies do this. It can give you a nice little jumping off point. Did I follow this? No. I just dove right in, but I probably will try some of these looks out as I use this palette a little bit more. I appreciate the effort. So all in all, I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with this line. I think the foundation is really pretty awesome. I think the lipstick that I tried was really great as well, and there are 12 shades in this formula alone. If you go onto the Sephora website and just type Rainforest to the sea, you'll see all the products that are listed, and you can kind of get a better idea of the assortment there. And in my opinion, this is a must-have for any eyeshadow lover, any palette collector. This is a must-have. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, just stopping by, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join me for future videos. Take care, and I'll see you real soon. Bye. An old favorite has a buddy, my new favorite.